Amanda. How you doing? Hi, Rebecca. Thank you. I was pretty excited. I didn't think I'd hit 1,000 this quick. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are the best. I have the best people. I'm telling you. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Green Eyed Girl. Hi, Tinksy. Hope I'm saying everybody's name right. Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, that was crazy. I got 1,000 that fast. I didn't see that coming. I woke up and I was like, woohoo, that's so awesome. I need a different chair. My chair's too low and I'm really short. I'm going to fix this situation one day when I have a minute. Thank you, small town girl. That means a lot to me. It's been a little bit of a rough week with the TikTok people. Boy, did I make them mad. Yeah, I'm going to do a lot more true crime. I'm working on a couple new ones. You know, the weird thing, Green Eyed Girl, is YouTube does not like true crime. They'll, like the ones I have on here now, they won't monetize. So, yeah, it's tough to do true crime on YouTube. Which is silly because it's like such a big thing right now. I mean, I've always been a true crime fanatic. Yeah, they don't like the bad words. I was going to say, everybody be careful what words you use in chat. Thank you, Kathy. That is so sweet. That just makes my day. I think we have such a sense of community. It's awesome. And I felt bad for a lot of you because you didn't even know what was going on with all the TikTok stuff. But you guys were like, oh, don't let them bother you. I thought that was so sweet. I got a thick skin. I've been alive a long time. So, hell, I will have to look at that small town. I haven't heard of that one. I will take a look and see what's up. If anybody else has ideas, always let me know. I'm always open to ideas. Right now, I've been doing the true crime and the like shows that I like to watch because those are always just kind of fun and lighthearted and not stressful. And then I did Carly Gousset, who's coming up on the 2-year anniversary of her missing because I just feel so bad for that girl. Oh, the Dark Side Duo. I call them the Despicable Duo. You know what I think is funny is people had told me watch out for Critical K coming after me, but she's nothing compared to the TikTok people, let me tell you. My hubby brought me home Chinese food. I thought that was so sweet. He's a nice man. I've been married 35 years. That's a long time, y'all. Long time. So, how was you guys this week? How's everybody doing? Kathy, they do me too. Especially, I have to say, out of the two, Critical K is way worse, in my opinion. Way worse. Because you just don't go after families of victims. It's just, that makes me ill. When I heard her voice on the Netflix thing, I just about came out of my skin. And how she thinks that's a compliment to her just shows her lack of intelligence. Why does everybody think she's so smart? I don't get it. I'm like, girl, if you don't know the difference between famous and infamous, you got a problem. They are vile. Very vile. I know, we have to be mild so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. I don't know how, she just has no soul whatsoever because you could never do that to people if you had any kind of a soul. Hi, Karma Kid. Welcome. I hope you guys all had a great week. Mine was pretty hectic, but see, that's the thing, Green Eyed. That's what I say. Somebody made an innocent comment I did that video on the Little People Big World season premiere, and somebody said, "Oh, please don't get mad at me because I don't agree." And I said, "Hey, you are free to disagree. That is not a problem here. As long as you're respectful, disagree all you want. You got to be able to think for yourself and not just blindly follow people because they're cool or that's." And see, that's what I'm seeing on TikTok. These people get TikTok famous, and other people think that they know who they are, but you don't. It could be all an act. And some of these people are pretty good at acting, let me tell you. Yeah, you got to be able to think for yourself and do your own research and come to your own conclusions. But I don't care if you like Shanann Watts or not, because that doesn't really matter. But she still was a victim, and she did not cause her husband to murder her. Yeah, that's what the real critical thinking is. I'm going to do a thank you, Charlotte. That's so sweet. I was so excited. I know compared to other channels, 1,000 is nothing, but I got 1,000 in like 30 days. So I thought that was pretty good. I was pretty excited. I'll take it. Even if it is just 1,000, I'm way excited about it. I don't care. I was all excited. I do think, small town girl, I do think some of them are afraid of her. I've had some contact me privately that they're afraid of. They had shared maybe some personal information with her because they thought she was a real friend. And now they're worried that maybe she will let that, take advantage of him that way. And that's terrible. Nobody should ever have to feel like that. No, yeah, you're lucky, Karma Kid, if you don't know Critical K, because I'm telling you, she's worse than KJ. She really is. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Charlotte. Oh, you have to let us know your channel. We'll help you out, Charlotte. I'm all for helping each other. What's your channel about? Remember, too, if any of you sell on Etsy, I've got the Etsy videos, teach you how to sell on Etsy. I'm all for helping other people. You will get there, Charlotte. I'll have to go look at. Maybe I'm sub to your channel. I'll go see. Well, I'll sub to your channel. I don't know if it'll let you put it in the comments or not. I don't know how. I'm not very. This is only my second live, so if I do something wrong, sorry guys. I'm just learning as I go. Not a professional YouTuber. There's Renee. Renee, I'm going to try to make you a moderator if I can figure it out. I think I did it. Let me know. Did it work? I didn't have any trouble in my last live when I just kind of hopped on just to see how it all worked. But I just didn't know if maybe some mad TikTok people might jump in. You never know. They might show up. We'll figure out another way to get it out there. I'm trying to get that Facebook page done. I accidentally ended up making two. So I did the one called Conversations with Kay. And then somebody was like, no, people are going to think you're Critical K because you got a C and a K again. And I hadn't even thought of that. I just thought Conversations with Kay was really cute. But she has a point. So now I'm like, I've got to get a Facebook page up. That way we can interact and talk about this thing I want to do to get these minors off of YouTube. I just need a name. I don't know why Critical K gets to use my name when it's not even her name. Somebody, well, I'm not going to say because I might get in trouble with YouTube, but several people have said that's not her real name. That might work, Green Eyed Girl. We just need something simple so we can all get together and see how we want to do this. Like I said, I can't work too much on the getting the minors off of YouTube till after the holidays because my business is going crazy right now. It's always Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you. I'm really excited about that 1,000. Thank you, LB. You guys are just the best group of people. I'm telling you. But yeah, we just need a name so we can get that way, I can announce when I'm going to go live. YouTube's been messed up all week. I kept trying to schedule this live ahead so people would know. And I would schedule it and I could see it, but nobody else could see it. So I got a hold of YouTube support and they were like, that's so weird. We don't know why that's happening, but we're going to try to fix it. And it never got fixed. Yeah, anything starting with a K, I'm just really afraid they're going to think it's Critical K. That's what I've been told, Rebecca. But I didn't want to say it. I don't know if I'll get in trouble with YouTube because you're not supposed to out people. But I just wanted to do a reminder too to be careful in the comments because YouTube is not happy with the profanity in the comments, so they're flagging all of them. So we just have to be careful. So if you made a comment and you don't see it, I probably had to delete it because it had profanity in it, which I know they get us going. I feel the same way. But if you do that, YouTube won't let the comment show up. So just saying, if your comment's not showing up, that's probably why. I don't know if you guys can go in and edit a comment and take out the cuss word. Thank you, Sierra. I hope I'm saying your name right. I was pretty excited this week. I was like, I know 1,000 is so small compared to everybody else, but I was excited. I take joy in little things like a good glass of iced tea. My husband always makes fun of me. He's like, you never see anybody get excited about a good glass of iced tea like my wife or a good cup of coffee. Either one of those will just make my day. Because you go a lot of places and they don't make tea right. Iced tea, I got to have it right. It can't be that instant stuff. It can't, no. It's got to be the real thing. All the way from Ireland. Wow, that's amazing. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Australia really bad too. I'm hoping when I retire and I quit working so hard, I'll get to do that. Did I miss anybody? Hi, Christine. Are you in Scotland? Isn't it amazing we can all get together and chat like this from all different countries? Even though I've been on the internet since it was developed, it amazes me that we can all just get together and chat, all different countries, all different people. It's so fun. Texas. I'm in the big Ohio. Buckeyes. Any Buckeye fans? Hi, Angela. Virginia. That's a beautiful state. I just want to say people in Ohio are totally serious about their Buckeyes. When I moved here, you can't even joke about the Buckeyes. They don't. No, it's serious stuff here. Oh, thank you so much, Renee. I am so excited about my 1,000 subs. I thought that was pretty fast. I don't know, but it felt fast to me to get, I just didn't dream I was going to get there that quick. So I was pretty excited. You guys are just the best group of people. I really hope that, I still can't show you guys the thing I wrote up about not having minors for content. I see if we had the Facebook page, I could show you guys on there. We just got to get a name and get that Facebook page going. Or we could go, the Conversations with Kay is up. If you guys want, we can just use that page. It doesn't really matter. It's just for us to get together and kind of plot out how we want to do it and be able to tell you guys when I'm going to go live and stuff like that. West Virginia. Gosh, we just got people from all over. So what do you guys think of KJ's new look? That's not nice. She must still going to be in the Discovery Channel series they're making, do you think? Is she still in it? What do you guys think? I don't know if she's really going to be in it. She quit talking about it, and I know the Grace Report's still talking about it. So I just wonder, but then, yeah, she's buying all these new clothes and stuff, so I'm thinking she must still be in it. But then she hints that maybe well, we can't say certain words here, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either, Charlotte. She's got a cute figure, so I don't know. But I don't think the colors she was picking were real flattering to her. She should probably just, pay an online stylist or something if she wants to get that serious. Yeah, maybe if we use KB, people wouldn't confuse it with CK. I just don't ever want anybody to think I'm her because that would hurt my heart. That would kill my soul because I would never treat anybody the way she treats people. Green Eyed Girl, first they said it was going to be about the whole Onionson debacle that was on YouTube. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. The whole Chris Hansen thing. Any of you know what I'm talking about? It was supposed to be about that, but now, because so many YouTubers wouldn't do it, now I think they're going to focus more on the Stauffer story and how YouTube affected that story. That's what I've been told. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's what I've been told. Yeah, let's just use the Conversations with Kay, you guys. That page is already up. I don't have pictures or anything yet. Let's just use that for now, and that way we got somewhere to meet. And I'll post that write-up I did on there so you guys can read it over and we can brainstorm and you can tweak it for me. And, several brains are better than one. I find it so odd that she says she used to be in a cult, but I don't think it really was. I think it was just an organized church. And now she's, I think, atheist. So it's very odd. It's like one extreme to the other. But I think the Discovery show now is going to be more focused on the Stauffer story and what happened with that and how all the YouTubers kind of went crazy on it. The Stauffer story is when I really started getting ticked at a lot of YouTubers for using that little boy. Man, I can't even imagine how much money was made off his name. It was a lot. Thousands and thousands of dollars. And the internet's forever. So that's kind of what got me started about why are these minors being used for content? And listen, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I had done a TikTok video with Claudia Conway because she posts a lot of controversial things on TikTok. And I thought, whoa, what am I doing? She's still a minor. Even though she's like 17, she's a minor. So I immediately deleted it. So, yeah, I got to walk the walk if I'm going to talk the talk. So I immediately took it down as soon as it hit me that she's still a minor. That's true, small town girl. People kept saying, when I did the very first Critical K video, people got confused with me being K and me talking about a K, and it got a little confusing for people. I'm hoping now that people kind of know me better and I've done a few more videos. Hopefully they get that they're two different people. Yeah, see, I was kind of disappointed in the dad challenge that he went so hard on that because I thought, I could be wrong. You guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I thought he said, number one, he wasn't going to use the little boy's name anymore and that he wasn't going to monetize the videos. But then I think he went ahead and did it. And then you have the whole S story that I would, just don't even get me started on that one because, again, people are making thousands and thousands of dollars off this little girl. And I got no problem with people making money, but don't make it off minors. They don't have a say in any of this. TikTok is not safe. No. It is. I'm trying to be careful what I say so I don't get in trouble, but there's a lot of PEDOs on there. So I saw yesterday somebody just outed another one. See, and I went after her hard about the Danielle story. I was livid over that because she kept saying that Danielle's mother was sexually exploiting her to make money. And I was like, okay, what are you doing? You're doing the same thing, because she put very revealing pictures of her on those videos. So I was like, there's no difference here, except one of them was her mother. So that's why I always say the hypocrisy is real. Okay. I got you, green-eyed girl. Yeah, I don't get the whole thing with her and Todd. It's such an odd thing. It's very odd. Anybody new that came in chat, hello. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but hello, welcome. Christine, I agree that she just sees money, and I'm all for people making money. That's why I try to show other women how to make money, or men if they want to know. But you got to have morals. You can't just cross every line and say, well, I just need to make money, so it's okay. No, it's not. Leave the kids alone. They don't have a say. None of those kids got a say in that. Even Danielle being a little older, but of course that started when she was really young, but she even begged KJ not to do it, and she did it anyway. And then the very bizarre interview she did with the friend of the mother, that was so weird. Did you guys see that one? No morals, no integrity. And that's what I say about both of those women. Gonna be nice. See, I was thinking about doing a video because, like, Critical K likes to do all this. She's such a deep thinker and all this. And there's an old debate about morals and empathy, and that if you don't have empathy, you can't have morals. So I'm thinking about doing a video on that. Kind of poke the bear, maybe. Because there's people on either side of that say empathy has nothing to do with having morals, and then there's other people that say you can't be moral if you have no empathy, and I'm on that side. That's what I say. You can't be a moral person if you can't empathize with other people. You can't. To me, they go hand in hand. So I may have to do a video on that. I think it's funny that she keeps, for a while, she kept sending her followers over to beg me to be on her channel to go live with her. And I was like, I would never make that woman one penny. No. Plus, she just shuts people off. If you go live to debate her and she doesn't like what you're saying, she just shuts you off. I heard she did that to somebody last week. KJ's an empath, please. No. She might need to look that definition up too. No. No, an empath wouldn't be doing the things. My other thing with that is the clickbait. You know, I thought that the better YouTubers don't do clickbait, because that's just a waste of everybody's time. Makes people mad if you act like you've got inside information and then you watch the video and it wasn't anything. Like the whole Busby thing, that was clickbait, in my opinion. Everybody knew there was no way his wife was going to be on the Real Housewives. That's just silly. That was an In Touch article. So that, to me, that's clickbait. When you're just wanting people to click and you don't really have any information and you just want that one ad to play and woohoo, you got that one view. Hi, Ari. How you doing? It's Friday night, guys. Woohoo. I still have to work tomorrow, darn it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I was pretty excited about my 1,000. Yay. I'm excited. Hey, everybody start somewhere, right? Clickbait Katie. I love that. I love that. But Charlotte, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that looked down upon with the better YouTubers that you don't do clickbait? Oh, thank you so much, Will's Group. Thank you, Will's Group. Hi, Ems. Clickbaits, I thought she's supposed to be more professional and more, sorry, I was bouncing my chair. More professional than to just put clickbait up. I just think that would just make your fans mad. But she doesn't treat her fans well anyway, so I guess she doesn't care. I feel bad for her fans. I really do. I've had quite a few contact me privately about hurtful things she's done to them. And since I really am an empath, it upset me that they get treated like that. It makes my heart hurt. Nobody should be manipulated or taken advantage of. That's just not right. You got to be so careful on the internet. Be careful on TikTok, y'all. You might get in some TikTok trouble like I did. I got a thick skin, though. I've been alive too long to be that thin-skinned. So what else you guys got going on? Let me know what else you want to see videos on, too. I would love to hear what you guys want to see more of, see less of. I am going to do more true crime, so you will see that coming, even though YouTube doesn't like true crime, but I do, so we're going to keep doing that. I cannot believe how many people have watched my JonBenet Ramsey video. That one's been super popular, lots of comments. Everybody's got a theory on what happened there. Shania Davis. No, what's that story? I was thinking about doing a video on the Morphew case. I actually got one ready and just haven't had time to finish it. No, I have not done one on Natalie Wood and Kirk Douglas. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That's been going on forever. Thanks, Green Eyed Girl. I've been following that case since it happened. Like I said, my daughter was her same age, so it really hit home with me in real time when it was going on. And I remember my mom and I watching and reading about it, and everybody was so upset when those pictures of the pageants came out. Oh, back then, that was way worse than it is now. That was such a controversy. Oh, I hadn't seen that, Angela. I knew a lot thought he, did something to her that night, but I didn't know there was ones where he'd hurt other women. Oh, that's so sad, Erie. I'll have to look that up. That's terrible. Our poor babies. Do you guys know, speaking of Nancy Grace, did you all watch her back when she very first came on TV? Back when she was a prosecutor and she was on court TV? Does anybody go back that far like I do? I'm old as dirt, let me tell you, because I knew Nancy Grace. She had hair past her butt. Long, beautiful blonde hair past her butt. And she was a prosecutor on a big trial on court TV. And that's how she got famous. She was, if you guys can find those old court TV videos of her, she was just amazing as a prosecutor. I talk to people all the time. They're like, no, okay. And I'm like, no, this is real. That's where I first saw her. Court TV. And this was way back, probably when court TV very first started. If you can find those episodes, you guys got to go watch them. She was amazing. She's so different now. Well, I guess maybe not. She was in a courtroom doing her job, so maybe that's why she seems so different. But she had the most beautiful, long, blonde hair past her tush. And that big accent. She's just big personality, big accent. Jean Spangler in 1949. I gotta look this stuff up. I had not heard that. Oh, they have a YouTube channel now, Court TV. Oh my gosh, I remember watching the Simpson trial on Court TV. Do you guys remember that? Or am I just the oldest one in the room? Y'all, I know everything going way back on the internet. Way back. Yeah, Nancy Grace is kind of like an acquired taste. I think because I knew her back on Court TV. I don't like some of the nicknames she comes up. They seem kind of silly. But she's big personality, that's for sure. She scared you. I could see why she would scare somebody. Yeah, she's not everybody's cup of tea, but she doesn't care. Yeah, a lot of people don't like her. No, I was thinking about doing Lacey Peterson since the whole Scott Peterson thing came back up again. Because I remember that one in real time too. I think sometimes when you're not seeing a true crime happen in real time, it's a much different feel. And that's why I said that about the Ramsey case. Because if you were there when it was going in real time, it was a lot different than when you read these books that go back and try to recreate what the mood was. But if you lived it, it was a lot different. I like about any true crime. I don't like too much serial killer stuff. That's not as interesting to me. I like the true crime because I'm always trying to figure out why did this person do what they did and why did they do these stupid things to get caught. Ted Bundy was the only serial killer that I was kind of interested in because to me he was much more fascinating than the average serial killer. I do too, Charlotte. I remember watching, and I remember thinking to myself, he killed her. I knew right away. I was like, he killed her. That's like, did you guys see in the Lewick case? I hope I'm saying her last name right. That he pled guilty. Did you guys see that? I was following that one big time. I'm going to look that one up too, Mail. You guys are giving me great ideas. Yeah, Ari, my daughter was John Bonet's same age, and I think that's why it hit me so hard. And she was my first child. So you know how it is with the first child. You're just so paranoid anyway. And the funny thing was people had tried to talk me into putting my daughter in pageants because she was very fair, blue-eyed, blonde-haired little baby, just gorgeous little baby. So people were always like, you should put her in pageants. So then, when this all came up with John Bonet, I was like, my kid will never be in a pageant ever. Charles Mason, yeah, he's a whole different kind of scary. Single white female cases, yeah, that's interesting too. Scott was you always knew something was wrong with him. You could just look at it, just like Chris Watts. You could look at him and know they were lying. Chris Watts, the first time he did the porch interview, I was like, he killed him. He's guilty because look at him. Nobody acts like that. You could see it right there. Well, except Critical K couldn't, apparently. Thank you so much, Red Raven. Thank you. We got to stop, expecting our little girls to look like teenagers. I looked at clothes the other day at JCPenney for my granddaughters, and I wouldn't buy anything. They all look, I'm shopping for a 6-year-old granddaughter, and they all look like they're for 14-year-olds. I'm like, no. Madeline McCann. Yeah, Listen, this is my opinion. I do think her parents accidentally killed her. I think it's very similar to the Ramsey case. Very similar. Oh, thank you, Red Raven. Yeah, that's what I truly believe happened. And I can't go too deep because YouTube hates us talking about that. But a lot of people don't want to think that happens in families, and it just does. Unfortunately, it does happen. So, and it knows no income, no education boundaries. It crosses all boundaries. It doesn't matter. People think because they were rich that could have never happened. It doesn't matter. Casey Anthony, why is she walking free? It's not right. It's not right. The only thing I like is that she has no freedom, really. She's not really living free. She still has to hide. I hope she spends the rest of her life that way. Oh, Renee, are you talking about the one that was his second wife found at the bottom of the stairs? His first wife was also found at the bottom of the stairs. Is that the one you're talking about? Small Town. I'll have to look that one up. That's not ringing a bell. Yeah, Netflix did I think it's called The Staircase on Netflix. They did a good job on that. There were some parts I thought were too drug out, but I read the book on it too. That was really interesting. Yeah, everybody knows he killed both those women. There's no doubt. Oh, I'm sorry, Miley. Thank you. See, Angela, you're a little closer to my age, so we probably saw a lot of these in real time when they were actually happening. True crime has always fascinated me. I've always said if anybody looks in my Kindle, they'll think I'm a serial killer. My husband's always like, don't make her mad because she knows every way to kill you and hide you. Don't do it. Don't look in my Kindle, okay? Yeah, so many cases. Isn't it crazy? But see, I remember way back, JonBenét, that case happened just when the internet was really catching on. So it was the old style groups that were real hard to post on. Anybody remember that? That's going way back. It was a lot harder to discuss anything in groups back then. Some of you all born later don't know how bad the internet was when it was first out. It was bad. It was bad. It was good, but it was bad. And I remember I had one, and this is just the truth. I had one of the very first online craft stores ever on the internet. And it was a Yahoo store. I don't know if you guys remember those. And I remember telling everybody in my family, buy Yahoo stock. This is going to be the biggest thing that ever hit the world. And they all laughed at me. And then a couple years later, my brother was like, my biggest regret in life is I didn't buy Yahoo stock when my sister told me to. Hi, Double Mint. Thank you so much. I'm pretty excited about that 1,000. Thank you, Harper. Thank you. Thank you. You guys jump right in the conversation. We're just talking about true crimes and other stories people might want to see on here. You have the chat rooms and the dial-up issues. Yes, yes. I see you. BTU, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That old dial-up, oh my God. And then your friends would get mad because they couldn't call your house because they get a busy signal. Remember that? We've come a long way, baby. I will check that out, Small Town. Thank you so much. I love an interesting case. Love it. Yes, Red Raven, I was thinking I've got a video almost done on the Morphew case because I wanted to get chatting to everybody about what they thought on that one. It's almost finished. I just had such a crazy week. I couldn't, Because those are a little more involved to do those videos. They take more time. Because I'm real kind of a perfectionist on those because I don't want to put bad information in there. So I'm kind of a freak about it, about making sure I have the right info. And yeah, the McCanns. And see, then the McCann thing with this new thing where they were saying it was some PEDO over there. And that's just, no. It reminds me of when that happened in the Ramsey case. Remember that, when the PEDO got arrested and everybody knew it wasn't him. The McCann case and the Ramsey case, the parallels are unbelievable. It's crazy. John Wayne Gacy. Ew. Yeah, I'm not as big on the serial killers, but I don't know. I think I talked about it a little bit in my last live. I've been taking a course in how to detect deception, statement analysis. I've been taking a course in it. This is how crazy I am about true crime. So I've been taking this online course about statement analysis. So if you look at the Ramsey case and the McCann case and the statements of the parents, they are so similar, you guys, so similar. No, Angela, I have not heard of that one. Wow. So many I'm going to have to look up. Oh, I'm so glad you found me too, Charlotte. You know, that's what I told my husband. Oh, I like body language too, Green Eyed Girl. I was telling my husband that, because people were telling me, well, you can't have a channel with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It has to be one thing. And I said, well, how many people only like one thing in life? I don't agree with that. I said, I know a lot of women like me that like true crime and sell on Etsy, or, you know, nobody's one-dimensional. We all have different things we like. I'm not going to do a different channel for everything I like. I'm going to do whatever I want. That's what I'm going to do. Missy Beavers. I haven't heard of that one. How am I missing all these cases, you guys? Yeah, I think we're a really like-minded group. Must be why we like each other so much. It's just like getting together with your friends. But see, I have friends that don't like to talk about true crime, so I can't have any fun talking to them about it. And my husband, his eyes kind of get glazed over after a while, and he's like, really? Come on now. So now I can just talk to you guys about it. I will check that out. Missy Beavers. I'm going to go back through the comments this weekend and write down the names of these cases. That'll be so fun because then we can talk about all of them. But I was going back to the Lewick case. Mackenzie Lewick. Did any of you follow that? Broke my heart. I always say it like it is, Angela. And, you know, my friends always say, if you don't want an honest answer, don't ask Kay. That's just the way I am. And I never mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but if you don't want the truth, don't ask me. Oh, I'm so glad we could be with you, Green Eyed Girl. My husband does too. So I totally understand. Totally get you. I'm going to look up that Missy Beavers, but none of you have heard of the Lewick case? The college girl in Salt Lake City? The guy cut her up and burned her? I can't believe nobody here has heard of that one. It's been in all the news because he finally pled guilty. IMSIS, you've heard of it? Okay. Now I don't feel... I'm like, nobody's talking about that case. Because it's been in the news a lot the last few days because he pled guilty. It was really sad. She was on one of those sugar daddy websites. Ladies, don't ever do that. It's too dangerous. So she met him and he took her to his house and he strangled her and did things to her. And then it was horrible what he did. Horrible. And the really weird twist in that story is he had written a book very similar to what he did to her like a year before, and it was on Amazon. and it was still on Amazon for sale, and I think they got Amazon to take it down. No, she wasn't a poker player. She was a college student, and she was in one of those sugar daddy websites where, rich men pay him to be their companion. Yeah, I got a lot more coming, small town girl. A lot more coming. I don't know how much I'll get done in the next couple months because, like I said, I own another business, and this is our really busy time. So it cuts into my fun time. Dang it. But then things will settle back down after Christmas. Yeah, I'm really surprised so few of you have heard of the Lewitt case, Mackenzie, because that was devastating. Her poor family. She had touched down at the airport, and he met her like 20 miles outside of the airport at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then she just disappeared. And the bad thing was he met her at a park, and the park only had fake cameras. None of them were actual cameras. Well, I guess the guy knew that they weren't working cameras, so he knew he could meet her there and nobody would see it. Hi, Justapon. Oh, you know what I'm talking about now, Charlotte? I might be mispronouncing her last name. I hope I'm not. I'm pretty sure it's Lueck. Lueckck, maybe. Coach new video. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. I can't wait to do more true crime videos, especially since I know you guys like them too. That gets me all excited. I have people to talk about it with now. And remember, I never mind if you disagree with me in the comments on these true crimes. I love discussing, Sometimes, my mind changed several times over the years with the Ramsey case. My mind was changed several times. I think the biggest thing with the Ramsey case is if you look only at the medical evidence, it tells the story, in my opinion. It's just too bad the police messed it up so bad. And I feel the same way about the McCann case, another one that was just so messed up. Oh, okay. So you know it too. Oh, Darlie Routier. Yes. She's still in prison. She's not getting out. I still have always wondered what her husband knew. What did her husband know? Seems odd to me. I've always thought there's something with that husband. Something. I just can't imagine he didn't know something. I'm not saying he did anything, but he had to have known more than he said. Because he defended her and defended her. Betty Broderick, that's a good one. They just brought that one back again, too. They're never going to let her out because she's never going to show remorse. Did you see the new show they just did on her, Angela, on Bravo? They just did that new... Nobody's ever going to be good as Betty Broderick as the actress that did her years ago. Oh, what's her name? Help me out. What was her name? Oh, I can't think of it now. The blonde actress that did Betty Broderick. She was so amazing. Nobody will ever be able to touch the job she did. Well, I am never going to call anybody a peasant. Is that the most ridiculous thing? Why would people even put up with being called that? So stupid. I can get silly sometimes, but not to that level. That's just... Meredith. That's it. Thank you, Angela, because that was going to bother me. Meredith Baxter. Baxter Bernie. She did such an awesome job playing Betty Broderick. Hands down, nobody can touch her. Crystal Rogers. I haven't heard that one. Where are you guys coming up with all these cases I haven't heard about? Meredith Baxter. You think I would remember her name since that's my last name? Warren Jeffs. Oof. Yeah. He's another. I don't think he's ever getting out, is he? I don't think so. I think he's in for life, isn't he? See, the business I own is food related, so we don't get shut down. So yeah, it's just been busier for us because I guess we're not supposed to say it in here on YouTube. They'll ban it if we say the words, but so we've been crazy busy, so then I don't get to make as many videos and have all the fun. To me, this is just fun. Crime TV and crochet, and there you go. That's me. That's me. I always get something to crochet that's super easy that I don't have to count, like a granny square blanket where I can just go and watch TV. Yeah, I think her name was Mackenzie, wasn't it? But yeah, she was found in the creek bank. I know one of these nights we might have to have a jammy party. Well, I'll show up in my pajamas. Somebody can show up on screen with me in their pajamas. We'll have a pajama party. Just iced tea. I have nothing against wine. I'm just not a drinker, so. Oh, I'm so sorry, Angela. So sorry. I miss my mom every day. You never get over losing parents. You just don't. I told somebody the other day, you just learn to live with it, but you don't get over it. I agree, Ari. I don't believe any of the sightings. I don't think she was ever seen after that night. I really don't. I truly think it's very similar to the Ramsey case. I think they accidentally killed her. I think either her mom gave her too much medicine to make her sleep. Something happened because I believe the dogs that smelled death in that room. So, I think the parents freaked out and didn't want to get in trouble. I don't think they deliberately killed her, though. And remember, this is just my opinion. So I don't get in trouble. I don't think the parents deliberately did it, but you got to wonder what kind of parent, especially two professional adults, doctors, leave your kids in a room and go out and drink and party. When did that ever become acceptable? No. No. I did not watch the debate. I was working. All I do is work and have some fun on YouTube. That's my fun time. Bye, small town girl. So good seeing you. I know. Why take them on vacation and then leave them in a room by themselves while you go party with your friends? And they have plenty of money. They could have paid a babysitter. It's not like they couldn't afford it. And they said that the resort readily offered babysitters. So that never added up to me. I'll have to watch for that Crystal Rogers documentary. No, I don't think she was sold it. I truly just feel myself that she was accidentally killed that night. I don't think they meant to. Just like I don't think the Ramseys meant to harm their daughter. I think it was an accident, and then I think people freak out and they don't want to get in trouble and they want to keep it quiet. When I go on vacation, my kids stay home. Mine are all raised now, so. It's a different life once your kids go off and Whole different life. We still take vacations with him, though. We try to, once every 2 years, we all get together and rent a house somewhere, like by the beach. And I get to spend a week with my grandkids. It's so fun. I truly feel that's what happened. I think they overdosed her on that medicine to make her sleep. You know, they just had a case, I think here in Ohio not too long ago, where a parent gave a child too much Tylenol to make them sleep and it killed them. People don't understand, but they're doctors, they should have, that stuff can be very dangerous. Just because it's over the counter doesn't mean it's safe to give overdoses to make kids sleep. It's not safe. Yeah, Patsy Ramsey had on the same clothes, and no way would that woman have ever worn the same clothes. She never went to bed. She never went to bed. I think the only one that went to bed that night was Bert. I don't think John ever went to bed either. He just hid it better because he hurried up and took a shower before the police got there, so he would look fresh. Poor Patsy didn't get the chance. I think she was so freaked out and probably trying to stage the scene. Doublemint, I think it will be, and I don't mean this to sound crass, but when JR passes away, I think people will talk. I don't think they'll talk until that happens because they're all afraid of being sued. Because let's face it, he sues everybody and wins. So I think people will stay quiet until that day. And then I think the floodgates will open and people are going to start talking. I do too. I think maybe Burke knows something, but after all these years of repressing it, I don't even know if he knows it. Does that make sense? How many people believe who? I'm confused. No, I really don't think it had anything to do with Epstein. I know a lot of people are thinking that because they're using the same attorneys, but you have to remember these attorneys that John uses have been the biggest criminal attorneys forever. They're, very high priced, very high profile attorneys. So it would make sense that that's the attorney rich people go to. I don't think it's connected. Me too. I hope they get haunted every day. That poor little girl deserves so much better. It's heartbreaking. Still, after all these years, it breaks my heart when I think about her case. Still breaks my heart. Doublemint, did you see that DNA link I gave? There's a person from Web Sleuths that made a whole website about the DNA for JonBenét. If you go read it, it will make much more sense because the public was misled about a lot of that DNA, and she kind of explains it in a way you can understand it. I don't know if you saw that link. Yeah, Burke, I do feel they keep saying he doesn't have Asperger's. I've always felt like he does because I raised my niece and she has Asperger's. My sister passed away when she was 9 and I took custody of her, which was the same age Burke was. And the way they act is so similar that I feel for sure he had, in my opinion, Asperger's. But I'm not a doctor. "30 years old, I know, isn't that crazy?" Yeah, when you get time, look for that link. Her name is Cotton Flower on Web Sleuths, and she's done the best explanation of the DNA. And like, I didn't realize till I got to talking to her that the pink Barbie nightgown has blood on it. I didn't know that till just a few years ago. Did you know that? That the pink Barbie gown that was wrapped up in the blanket has blood, lots of blood on it. I think Burke probably living with all this scrutiny all these years, that would just mess up anybody, I think. And I do think probably Patsy having cancer when they were so young. Again, that's another, because see, I know what happened. See, my sister died of cancer, and I know what it did to my niece. And see, it's so weird because they're the same age. He was 9, she was 9 when I took custody of her. So all these parallels. My favorite, Angela, is Bernat blanket yarn because I can make things quickly. I'm starting to get a lot of carpal tunnel in my wrists. So I can use worsted weight, but it's harder on my wrists. Do you see the horseback here? Do you see the little pony? One of my customers made that for me. I used to have a Shetland pony farm, and she did this to look like my stallion that I had at the time. Isn't it cute? This is kind of where all my crochet stuff for the crochet business is, and then I have a food business. So, thank you. She did a great job. How do you pronounce it? Amagori? I could never say it. I don't do that. I do more blankets, clothes. I don't do this, though, but she did such a cute job. Red Heart's a good yarn. Red Heart's gotten a lot better over the years, I will say. Oh, thank you, Gina. That means a lot to me. You know, it's funny you say that I'm relatable, because when we travel, complete strangers will come up to me and they think they know me. So it's a big joke with my family that everywhere we go, people say they know me. But my brother says it's because I have an approachable face. Yeah, Red Raven, there was blood on that nightgown, quite a bit of blood. Go look at that website. You'll see there's like blood here, blood down at the bottom. There's quite a bit of blood on that little Barbie nightgown, and I never realized that till she pointed it out to me. Now, her and I, even though I love her website, it explains the DNA, her and I don't agree on who did it, but I still adore her, and I think she's got great information. I know, I could talk about true crime all night, and then you throw a little crochet in there, and yeah. Yeah, the blood really shocked me, too. I was like, how did I know about this case this many years and not know that there was blood on the Barbie nightgown? And where did that blood come from? When you look at the Barbie nightgown, it almost looks like it had to come from her mouth or her nose. Because we know the head wound did not bleed openly. It only bled internally. So this blood had to come from her nose or her mouth because it's like drips down the shoulder. Oh, you don't be afraid of anything with us, Angela. You can say anything you want. You're not going to sound stupid. No. I think you're amazing. It's all about having fun, having a good time. That's why I kind of picked Friday night. We could all like de-stress from the week, get ready for the weekend, because I know a lot of people busy with family on the weekend. Oh, you are so welcome. Anytime. See, Charlotte said the same thing. Same thing. I'm probably going to have to jump off here pretty quick, though, but you guys, this was so fun. So fun to chat with you all. Now I got a better idea of some more videos to do. I'm so excited. Hopefully I get time this weekend. I want to finish up that Morphew video. So I'm hoping I'll have that one done. Yeah, I got mad though. I don't know if you saw me on Web Sleuths a couple weeks ago. I got pretty ticked off, and I can't say why on here or YouTube would get mad at me. But if you saw my post over there, you know why I got mad. We're all a little bit crazy. That's why we're fun. Gotta have a little bit of crazy. Not KJ crazy, but I did not say that. Oh. KK543. So nice chatting with you, Doublemint. Nice chatting with all of you. I know, it's so nice to just get together with friends and relax. The weeks and it's going to get more stressful as we get into the holidays. So I say we all meet up every Friday night and have some fun and just relax. That's what I say. Hey, you guys, do try to meet me on that Conversations with Kay on Facebook, and I'll get that thing I wrote about no minors on YouTube, and we'll brainstorm on that too. I know there's so much going on. It's a date. Woohoo! I got a date. Hey, and Renee, thank you so much for moderating. I was hoping we wouldn't need you to moderate, but you never know. So it was good to have you. I so appreciate you. Thank you. All right, guys. I will see you in the comments on chat. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye.